Hello everybody, Jim here, and we're doing something else unusual. I'm doing 2 videos in one day. I'm in my hangar. You can see my Freelancer over there. Over here you can see my Mustang and my Aurora, and if I turn left, you'll see the thing that I'm not supposed to have in my hangar, but I do. You have the Aegis Sabre. Now, this is a really cool ship. Everything I show you guys is a really cool ship. There's no such thing as an uncool ship in Star Citizen. But this one is, again, this is top 10 for me. So, this is a space superiority fighter. I think they've used those words in regard to this. The other one that is a space superiority fighter is the Super Hornet, which is like a big tough bulldog that charges in and rips things to shreds. This one is a little sneakier. It's a lot faster, and it's not as heavily armored, but it is heavily shielded. And it's fairly well armed. Let's take a look at that now. You've got these giant engines on here. Well, let me walk around the wing. You've got these giant engines on here that gets the thing up to 260 meters per second as compared to the Super Hornet's 200. And actually, they just slowed it down. I bet it's something like 190, but I really haven't had a chance to look. You've got weapons built right into the wing, which is supposed to reduce the signature on these things so you aren't as easily spotted in space. And you've got these size 3 fixed weapons. And up here, these are only size 2, but if you look closely, they're gimbaled. Now, on a maneuverable ship like this, on any ship, I don't see the point of having some fixed and some gimbaled weapons. At no point do I want to only use the gimbaled weapons and ignore these. That, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but that just seems dumb to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these great big guns and I'm going to put them here in place of these little ones. But instead of being able to wiggle all over the place, they're going to be stuck in place, and I can have all of my guns shoot at the same target. Now, I'm on record as saying that I do not like jet-shaped spaceships. I'm like, yeah, be a jet or be a spaceship. Pick one. And one of my favorite looking ships is that little guy over there that you can just barely see off in the distance. Another one is that guy right there that you can barely see, and the other one is sitting right over there. I love them all. But this one, I mean, it's just a great big jet. That being said, I love this one too. It's so cool. I don't know what it is. Is it the red glass? Is it the hidden guns? Or is it the fact that it looks like every ship I've ever loved from G.I. Joe? I don't know. But man, now that I can see this in person, I am officially a fan. So, what I'm going to do today is take this on my personal benchmark, which is a speed run through the first 3 waves of Vanduul Swarm, except I've already played a little bit with these guns, and I don't care for having the Badgers on here. If I want to fight with Badgers, I can fit 4 of them on my Delta over there, so 2 Badgers do not impress me. I don't have the credits in my PTU account to rent 2 more of these big ones to replace them. So what I'm going to do is try to pull the guns off of my Freelancer and stick them onto here. Instead of pew, 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 these go boom, boom, boom. And that sounds like a lot of fun to me. So we'll have really fast, lightly armored with a great big punch. I will also say that with the 4 guns on that Freelancer, if I can get a solid hit, I killed a Cutlass in 2 hits. And Cutlass previously was the toughest ship in the game. Well, let's get into Arena Commander. I will see you guys out there. So, I decided to delete my original commentary and do a voiceover because it took me a staggering 12 minutes to beat 3 waves of the Vanduul Swarm. By comparison, with my Mustang Delta, a much flimsier ship that fills a similar role, it usually takes me about 6 to 7 minutes to mop the floor with this test, 5 on a good day. That doesn't mean that this is a bad ship. It does mean that I'm not currently used to flying something as heavy at high speed through an asteroid field, which is to say that I slammed wing first into big potato-shaped rocks. Twice. Until I've had some more practice with this ship with the developer's decreased stopping time, I'm afraid my chances of successfully completing this challenge in under 10 minutes are approximately 3,720 to 1. I also feel that I'd have done better if I had access to a set of Panther repeaters. As is, the ship comes with 2 different pairs of guns that have 2 different projectile velocities. What this means is that any time you're turning hard to follow your target, which is nearly all the time, the targeting pips are not aligned. It may only be a 1/4 of an inch difference, but with a game this precise, they may as well be miles apart. To compensate, I traded all the guns for a matching set of ballistic cannons. The upside of this was a tendency for my foes to disintegrate anytime I caught a piece of them. The downside was that with such a low rate of fire, it was very difficult to hit my target while constantly turning to avoid an asteroid or the simulation boundary. This ship is fast, and it takes time to arrest the momentum before you transform yourself into organic paste on a cockpit canopy or kill yourself by sliding out of bounds. So, when you've just taken a bead, you have to turn or die. I think it'd be much easier to spray high-speed laser fire between the asteroids or maybe take this into the open space of the PU. I have a feeling that putting this ship in Arena Commander is a bit like racing a thoroughbred stallion through the set of American Gladiators. I also had to enter the fight with only the front shield, since it doesn't currently come with a full set, and none of the other shields in my inventory seemed to work, but it wasn't really a problem because the rocket killed me long before the Vandal could. On the whole, I think this will be a fantastic fighter when it's finished. For now, it's just fantastically fun to fly. So that about does it for the Aegis Sabre. Thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.